Shabbos. 6 weeks ago, I would have never imagined that I'd be up here delivering the Torah on this bema. October 7th changed that. October 7th changed everything. As a Jew, a Birmingham native, and president of our historic synagogue, I know that I am for now forever changed. Temple Emanu-El has been a refuge for our congregation families and friends during this time, just as it has been throughout our rich history. This congregation has comforted the mourners, celebrated bar mitzvahs, blessed bride and grooms, welcomed new babies, embraced conversions, and been a beloved place for finding community. Throughout our 100-plus year history, we have lived by the words on the original facade of this building. May my house be a house of prayer for all people. My eye is drawn to these words nearly every time I come into our temple. This phrase grounds me. It's the very essence of our temple's fiber. These words are our bedrock. Our Torah portion from this week is Collat from the book of Genesis. In the parsha we learn where we come from, through the family dynamics between Isaac and his wife Rebekah and their two twin sons Esau and Jacob. In rabbinic commentary, our great rabbis wrestle with this biblical soap opera. But one thing is clear. During the moments of stress and pain, we process our emotions differently. Since October 7th, I have heard the full spectrum of passions, emotions regarding our temple's programs and special Shabbat services. And I'm truly thankful for each conversation and perspective, because each one illustrates how much you care. Over the past few weeks, we've held 2 joint services with Bethel. We've enjoyed a remarkable interfaith services. We've hosted our Alabama Senator Katie Britt on the heels of her visit to Israel. We have been moved by our youth choir and our adult choir. We've honored our war veterans as we've done in years past. We've embraced a brief respite from our war and prayed for the releases of our hostages. We've welcomed families in our community to a special production of Peter and the Wolf. Thank you to the generosity of Karen and Joel Piasson. I truly applaud our religious school children who are writing our soldiers in Israel, or Israeli soldiers. And these soldiers are putting these letters and artwork in their vehicles. Just take a minute to think about that. And we're collecting tzedakah for these, and these dollars are going directly to Israeli families who are in need. I encourage each of you to reach out to Elizabeth Block as she's accumulated these videos and these emails for a heartfelt thank you to Temple Emanu-El. The aforementioned represents who we are as Temple Emanu-El, internally, and to our broader community, and to the world. While perhaps feeling a bit helpless at times, we should also stand proud. The rabbis also tell us that whenever there is an intense emotion, as the case with Esau and Jacob, the 2 brothers that hated each other, we can lower the temperature by talking and, moreover, by listening to one another. Since October 7th, I've had many genuine and passionate conversations with members and non-members of our congregation about our temple and about our programming. The common theme from these conversations and the interactions once again point to who we are as Temple Emanu-El. It takes me back yet again to the words that are inscribed on the walls of this sanctuary. My house shall be a house of prayer for all people. As a result of the unspeakable events on October 7th, your board has had dozens, and I mean dozens, of conversations, many meetings, fielded a myriad of texts, emails, calls, and more. And we remain available to you. We want to hear from you because you help us navigate these uncharted waters. As we hear daily updates and process our individual feelings and emotions, be assured that together with our clergy and our board, we will continue to evaluate how we're doing through engaging in healthy discussions. I want to extend a wholehearted thank you to our leadership board for stepping up, taking time for their families, and working with me as we work through all that's taking place to make sure that we're making the right decisions, including the real difficult ones, for the betterment of our temple. Thank you to our board members who challenged me in a constructive way by asking, why are we doing such things? Does it align with our values? After much thought, again I turned to the words that are inscribed on the building. These words are the cornerstone of our temple's values, etched into the brick and mortar that was over 100 years ago. These words are so applicable today. These words have stood this test of time, so shall we. Being a united temple family is what is needed. It is critical. Each of us has the right to our own individual thoughts and perspectives. But it is unity that is needed in these difficult days. Because as together, we stand for Israel. We stand for the Jewish people worldwide, and we stand for our Jewish families in Birmingham. With the exponential growth of anti-Semitism at its highest level since the Holocaust, let us stand together as we never forget. Esau and Jacob put aside their differences. They realized that only one thing mattered: family. We are family. During the times of joy and moments of adversity, we may get distracted, perhaps might pivot, but let's not ever change our course. Let us stay true to our mission. We are a Reformed congregation in Birmingham, Alabama, welcoming as we embrace "My house shall be a house of prayer for all people." Good Shabbos.